hope you're all good. So welcome to our afternoon lesson, and today we're doing some RE. So we are moving on from Buddhism and we're going to go on to a new religion. So we've got the symbol of the religion here. I wonder if you've ever seen this symbol before. And then it's okay if you haven't seen it before. So we are going to be looking at Hinduism. Now this sign here is called the sign. Okay, now this is a religious symbol of Hinduism, and that's how they would probably best represent themselves. So remember, Christians would represent their religion as a cross, Muslims would represent their religion as a crescent moon and stars, Buddhists would represent their religion with the eight wheel, and Hindus would represent themselves with the sign. So, our learning objective today, we're going to understand where the religion Hinduism comes from and its culture. I know where the religion Hinduism originates from. Originate means come from. I know that the Indus River is sacred to Hindus. Now, sacred means important, religious importance. I know that Hindus have four main beliefs, as I should say have. Never mind. Let's move on. So, here we go. We have the sign here again. So, Hinduism is the world's third most popular religion. So, it's the third most followed religion with around 750 million followers. Okay, lots of people follow this religion. The religion of Hinduism originates in North India, near the river Indus, around 4,000 years ago, and is the world's oldest existing religions. So it's the oldest religion in the world, older than Christianity, older than Islam. Okay, it's the oldest one. Hinduism is practiced by more than 80% of India's population. So first of all, we are here, we're in England. So this is us here, roughly. Now, if you remember, there's another religion that originates from India. So we know Hinduism does. So this is India, as you can see, in the northern part of India. But there is another religion that also originates from there. I wonder if you can remember. Yes, it is Buddhism, if you manage to remember that from last time. Buddhism also originates from India, and we also have Hinduism as well that originates from India, that comes from there originally. Now, they believe it comes from a really sacred river. Now, sacred means a religious importance, okay? It's special to them, okay? Something called the Indus River. So, there is no single founder of religion, okay? So, there were many people who came a part of it and spread the word. And it started near the Indus River Valley. Now, we've got here a picture of India now. It's just zoomed in a lot more. And we can see that the river goes all the way here. So, you've got the Indus River, you've got the Brahmaputra River, and you've got the Ganges River, okay? The Indus River Valley was home to one of the world's largest civilizations. So a civilization is like a group of people. So you think about the Stone Age people, they were a civilization. It began nearly, 5,000, should be 4,000 years ago. In an area that was close to Pakistan and northern India. So this is India here, and Pakistan is to the left here. So it originally originates from here. Okay, and it's a very important river for Hindus. So, Hinduism is a very interesting religion. Hindus believe in many gods. They don't believe in one god, they believe in many. But it becomes a bit complicated in a minute, so we'll go into that in a second. So Hinduism is a polytheistic religion. That means they believe in many gods, okay? Not just one, many gods. So, and different gods have different jobs and roles. There are over 33 million gods in the Hindu religion. So there's definitely more than one. There's 33 million gods, and they all have different roles and religions. Now, Hindus do not just, they don't pray for every single one. They have important ones that they pray to as well. So here are some of the main ones. We have Ganesh. So Ganesh is the elephant-faced god, and you can see here in this picture, he has a face of an elephant, and he is the god of beginnings. Okay, he's in charge of new beginnings and things like that. We have Shiva. Now, Shiva is the god, is the destroyer. Okay, he destroys new things. He might be also known as like death and things like that. Okay, so he's not a bad god. He's just that's his role in the religion. And we have Rushdie, and she's a female god, and she is the goddess of knowledge, art, and music. And all these gods have different jobs within the religion. And for whatever reason, a Hindu person would pray to one of these people for different things, for their different role. Now, I know that I said that there are many different gods. There's actually 33 million types of gods. But this is when it starts to get a bit complicated. They also believe that all these gods are also the same as Brahman. Now, Brahman is the almighty God. He is what all these gods are made up from. Okay, so he is the main god. Okay, whereas these gods are a part of him. Okay, so that's when it gets a bit interesting, a bit confusing. So let's round that up. Hindus believe in many different types of God. The main god is Brahman, okay? And all these gods are part of Brahman. And as you can see here, Brahman has 3 faces, and that's to represent the many different parts of him, the many different parts of gods that are a part of him. Okay, hope that's clear. So let's move on. We are going to, later on in the term, after half term, we will be going into more about the gods and their roles within Hinduism as well. So, let me move this down here. Hinduism is a religion that is fused of many different traditions and practices. There's no one way to be a Hindu. However, there are some core beliefs that all Hindus share. So you can be a Hindu however you want to be, but these are the 3 main ones that they follow. So we've got the Dharma, Reincarnation, and Moksha. Now, we've heard of this one before, Reincarnation, with Buddhism, So we will be going over that in a minute. So we're going to have a look at the Dharma. So Dharma is the central part of Hindus' daily life. Hindus believe that there are right and wrong ways to behave. And according to this belief, it is necessary. It means you have to do the right thing at all times. Okay, and that's the same for many religions as well. You have to be doing the right thing. Okay, and if you don't do the right things, then there'll be punishments. Dharma is a complex idea, so it means complicated ideas that includes the right behavior, following the moral law, so not doing what you'd feel like doing, and taking duties seriously. That means taking responsibilities. Okay, so you have to make sure that you're kind to everybody, that you're following the laws. Okay, you're not stealing, you're not hurting people on purpose, and also taking your responsibilities really importantly. So again, that's very, very similar to Buddhism as well, don't they? They believe that you have to live a good life. So we're on to the next main point of Hinduism. So we've got reincarnation. Now, we've heard of this word before in Buddhism, and Hindus also believe in it as well. So Hindus believe that all things have a soul. Now, a soul is something that makes you real. It gives you a personality. And instead they believe that in reincarnation, which means that all souls exist in a body. And when the living thing dies, it enters a new thing. So, for example, if you, once you get old and you die, your soul will go into another living thing. Now, that living thing could be anything, which goes into this next bit about karma. So karma is good and bad actions committed during your life. Effects about where the soul will be reborn into. So, for example, if you were a human and you lived a bad life, you didn't do good things, you were horrible to people, you made bad choices, what would happen? Your soul would go into something that is considered lesser. So maybe like a cat or a dog or an insect, okay? If you did good things that were good throughout your life, you looked after people, you were kind, you followed the law, then your soul would go into something better. Okay, you might be going into a better life. So reincarnation, making sure that you live a good life, and then you'll be able to have, once you die, you'll go into a better life. Whereas if you didn't lead a good life, you would go into something that isn't as important as a human, maybe like an animal of some type. So that's reincarnation. And the last one that we're looking at is moksha. Now let me move this here. So moksha is when Hindus believe that the ultimate goal is for all Hindus to reach moksha. Now this means that it means freeing their soul from the cycle of death and rebirth. So remember that death and rebirth of reincarnation. So once you live your life, then you die and become something else. And the only way that you can reach moksha, again, freeing your soul of that life cycle. Remember that picture here of going over and reincarnation over and over again, is that you follow the path of duty. So duty means like responsibilities. You do the right thing, following the path of knowledge and devotion to God. Devotion means when you give yourself everything to God. Okay, so the three main parts of Hinduism is living a good life, making sure that you have the right behaviors, okay? Being nice to people, following the law. Again, same for every religion. Reincarnation, making sure that you live a good life. And if you don't live a good life, you will be reborn into something that isn't as good. And then the ultimate goal for all Hindus is reaching moksha. So making sure that you are freed from reincarnation and that you can be at one with God by following the path of duty, knowledge, and devotion to God. So I hope you've managed to learn lots of new things there. We have put a quiz on Teams for you, so make sure that you fill in that quiz. You have 5 questions there. If there's a question that you're not sure about, you can always rewatch this video and have a look for it. Okay? Right. So I hope you all had a great time, and we will see you tomorrow at 8:30. That's it for me. Bye-bye now.